Okay, here we are. It has all
Alrighty.
culminated to this series.
Indeed, on the blue side, we are going to have Apollo 11. And on the orange side, we are going to have Kings of Urban, who we just saw completely take apart Titanium Ricochet in a 3-0 set.
After being quite hyped about, or there's been a lot of hype around Titanium Ricochet after how they performed the previous Saturday. Is that? Oh, I thought that was a very early goal there for the other team.
Jacob proving his skills as a goalkeeper there. Prime Thunder with a fantastic goal there off the post. That just trickled in. Nothing you can do about a shot like that.
Now, I wonder if that says something about the aggression that both these teams are going to be applying. We have a goal within 12 seconds, and it is from Apollo 11.
Sometimes there's just so much pressure in such a short space of time that it almost feels preordained. I'm sure Kings of Urban have to fight to not think, that was just preordained. That was coming. But by the same token,
Gambit there knocks it in from the other half. I think there was a crucial miss just there. Another goal already, 1-1. I think we may well be right in our prediction that it's going to be a high-scoring match.
Indeed. Well, let's hope. Although maybe, having seen what each team has now seen what the other team can do in such a short space of time, maybe they're going to start to be a bit more cautious, a bit more defensive, maybe.
I mean, this first match, they're probably getting to know each other and their styles of play.
Exactly.
They are going to have to adapt quickly or just play this style of play and play it hard.
Oh, that was a little bit dangerous for Kings of Urban. For a split second there, the ball, their entire half was just completely undefended.
Husky gets a hit there, but it knocks it towards their own goal.
Gambit looking to chip it over in his customary fantastic little dainty chip shot, but it doesn't quite work. Azzy there with a hit.
Fireburner tips it away.
Yeah, just knocked away by Fireburner, who's looking to turn it completely around, but Prime Thunder is there. Jake Urban with another great centre.
Fireburner steals the boost on the other side. They are playing a bit of the boost game here, but they lost a bit of the momentum, and Azzy actually takes a shot there.
Indeed. And a little bit of that did get them worried, because you could see that both Gambit and Fireburner went for that ball.
Jacob that's bouncing down.
Center. Gambit clearing it. And Fireburner, they're trying to get it back into a center. That's a good shot there, not a center. Doesn't quite go in. Again, it's a pressure game right now. They're looking to keep the ball in the blue half, but Apollo 11 are actually doing a good job of retaining boosts, even while they're on the back foot. Prime Thunder with a very close tap there. And again,
Jacob to follow it in, yes. Wow, all three of the defenders there they got to the ball, but then they found themselves in a very bad position. All three of them basically in the net. And
I almost expected Prime Thunder to get a third save there, because he was just a brick wall, it seemed, but
he was very close to it.
Couldn't quite stop the third shot there. Prime Thunder looking to tap it in with an aerial, but saved by Gambit.
I want to say something I've noticed, because I was watching Fireburner, his point of view, a little bit earlier.
Oh, Gambit with the
beautiful flick. Jacob there. Gambit to follow again. All these shots being knocked off the backboard. But now Azzy is going to take it away, but Jacob's there. What I was going to say is that I was watching Fireburner, and I had to change away from him because he was in first-person cam the entire time. What he was doing was he was going around the pitch and taking a whole load of boosts. They are really trying to starve them. That seems like a definite tactic on their side.
Well, yeah, I mean, that is a tactic that is starting to grow in the metagame of Rocket League at the moment, at the high levels. Sometimes the best way to damage a fantastic team is to basically have one person act as a thief, almost, and just go around and have their kind of secondary focus to just take any boost,
Yeah, exactly. Prime Thunder there just demolished Gambit, by the way, and then they went on the attack, and it was very dangerous for a minute there.
But Gambit arrived just in time to save the day, and Jacob with another little hit. Can anyone follow it up?
Looks like Husky's going to be the one who follows it up.
He's tapped out of the way by Jacob there. It's completely Fireburners. That's looking quite dangerous. Prime Thunder hits it to the side. And, Prime Thunder and Azzy both on the wall there. All the blues are in the same area. That's not a good sign. Needs to be someone in the goal there.
both these teams are playing really, really well, and I think that says something about them holding their nerve. This is the final, and usually it's CA and Untethered. So, I mean, they are holding it together very well. If they are being affected by it, they are not showing it.
Exactly, considering they might be not as accustomed to the pressure as the regulars, as we say, CA and VQ Untethered. But yeah, they're both performing very, very well. I'd say that Kings of Urban has the slight upper hand, but we're getting some fantastic, a very, very solid defense from Prime Thunder especially, but all of Apollo 11.
I don't think this game is over by any means yet. Even if they are 1 goal ahead, you've got 30 seconds, and there's so much pressure being put on.
You can tell the pressure that's being put on. Husky is moving up, even though he's the back line. He's just trying to keep it in the orange half, but that didn't work out for him.
Oh, it bounces
very close. Anyone there to... Oh, Gambit not quite fast enough to scoop it up into the net and ensure their victory. Azzy with a wonderful wall here.
Yeah, knocks it down towards the goal, but now that's going to be coming back with the pretty much 0 back line they have at the moment. They're leaving themselves very open, and they managed to take advantage of that. Jacob getting the goal there, and a nice little centre as well from Fireburner.
Yeah, Azzy was just under the ball there completely. I don't think he had any boost.
Yeah, Husky saying he had no boost there either. So
yeah, that is Kings of Urban playing the boost game there. That's Fireburner taking all of the boosts.
So the first game of the series is going to be going to Kings of Urban.
Alrighty.
I'm not going to say that was taken decisively, because that was a really thrilling match all the way through. That could have been, that still could have gone either way. I was expecting another goal at the end there. I really was.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I think that was kind of proving my prediction true, that Apollo 11 are giving Kings of Urban a little bit more of a run for their money than Titanium Ricochet, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just the confidence instilled in them from actually reaching the finals. We don't know. Maybe instead of nerves, it's confidence that's being instilled.
Maybe.
But, we're going to have to see if that has any effect.
Yeah. So we're into match 2. And it looks like Gambit is going to be underway already, knocking it straight towards the goal, gets the double tap.
Jacob with a little bit of a wrong hit there. He tried to finish it up, but actually cleared it away for a second there. It's still looking very dangerous for the Blues, but they get it back into the orange half.
Yeah, we had all 3 of their players, all 3 of the blue players there, go for the ball. I think one of them missed it, one of them got a tiny touch on it, and finally the third player managed to get a pinch on it, I think. So that was a bit nerve-wracking for them, I'm sure. They're not going to want to let in an early goal now. They
really a lovely little hit there. Looks like Fireburner. I think they're all actually moving up. There isn't a Kings of Urban player back yet. Gambit is now back, but they were being very aggressive right there. 3-man offense. That's not something that you generally want to do unless you're being very, very aggressive.
Exactly, yeah.
And very confident as well in your abilities.
Well, we're definitely seeing some confidence now, but that may be punished here. Gambit is there, he takes it to the side, not quite far enough, and Prime Thunder follows it in.
That was a rare fumble by Gambit, I think. He tried to get it onto his back so that he can flick it away with a second hit, but he wasn't fast enough. Prime Thunder there, just tearing across the entire pitch to get to that goal.
I am going to switch over to Gambit now, because I think on the back of that miss, he's going to be playing extra hard to try and make up for it.
Oh, indeed. Jacob there. Jacob is just fantastic at little, dainty, finessey taps. And he knows exactly when to use them as well. Again, fantastic centre there. Almost missed by Husky, but I think a combination of him and Prime Thunder managed to clear that.
Gambit was going up for that aerial and then backflips back down to the floor. I think that was a deliberate thing, just to get down as quick as possible, because
yeah, exactly. Maybe he saw that his teammates were going up instead, or that he couldn't get to it in time.
Exactly.
A demolition there. I'm not sure where that came from.
Azzy killed Jacob there, just trying to reset the attack that they had on them. And I think it worked quite well, because that was looking exceptionally dangerous, bouncing very high on the blue corner.
Indeed. I'm just going to point out, someone in chat has just mentioned, not only is Gambit fantastic at dribbling, he's also the king of dribbling because he just knows exactly when to use it. And I think that's so true. I don't think we've mentioned that we actually played Gambit once.
Yeah, we have. Oh, God, he did a fantastic... Oh, wow. GG Gambit. He did a beautiful dribble and flicked it over the two of us from basically his own half. It was like a dribble shot, and yeah. He knows the defenses of a team almost instinctively. And knows how to exploit them.
Yeah. Oh, that was a fantastic hit from Husky. No one expected that. He saw a chance, he took it. And that was straight from the kickoff as well.
Exactly.
That was the second hit.
That is their response to Kings of Urban getting that goal, and they are back into the lead again.
Wow.
They only managed, Kings of Urban only managed to tie that up for, what, 5 seconds?
Less than. That was like 3 seconds, if that. Also interesting to know that Prime Thunder did the Sad Junior kickoff there, which is actually gaining popularity. I've seen quite a few people using it now, where you twist around horizontally. Oh, wow. I can't believe Gambit missed that. Oh, God.
You know those GIFs on the Reddit where the ball is made of lava?
Yeah, everyone goes for it and everyone misses.
That was a high-level version of that.
Wow. That was close. Both Jacob and Gambit out of position after both going for that to make sure it was saved, but unfortunately, Apollo 11 couldn't take advantage of it. Fireburner with a nice dunk there. Oh, and Prime Thunder with an equally decent dunk. And it looks like Husky just tips it past. If he got that on target, he might well have scored a goal.
Indeed, as well as had Prime Thunder managed to get just a tiny little... Jacob.
Oh, Jacob.
What have you done?
That was incredible.
That tap. Jacob. Okay, we're going over to you, sir, after we watch this goal from Fireburner's perspective. But, wow.
Look at this. That hit against the ground. That's the kind of thing that's just so fast and so instinctive. It's so difficult to see that coming. If you were on Apollo 11's side then, you'd have just thought, oh, wow.
Balls, basically.
Didn't expect that to happen.
Yeah. What do you do about that? He kind of tilted his car so that the very front of it was facing downwards, and he just knocked it against the floor and bounced it up. That was beautiful play there.
I think Jacob is just establishing a reputation, much like Gambit is doing as the king of dribbling, and maybe Lucinio and Kronovi currently doing for the aerial dribble. Wow, Gambit there, the fantastic little tap, aerial tap there to make sure it went in.
And now for the first time in the match, Kings of Urban have now taken the lead.
Indeed. And remind me, what is the score, the series score right now?
So far we've only played one match and Kings of Urban won that one, so...
Okay.
Again, this match could go either way, just like the first one.
Oh, Gambit trying to dribble it around everyone.
And
not quite getting there, but Fireburner managing to get the easy win at the end.
Yeah, that is just really punishing.
See, Gambit was just looking so dominant that the entire blue team went to Gambit. But that meant that there was no one there looking for Fireburner.
Exactly. It's so scary. When you see someone dribbling at you like that, you just know that you can get really, really close to that ball and then they'll just flick it over you. If you get it wrong, they can just get it past you and then you're going to be completely out of position. It's so scary. So you have to go for it, but then that leaves your team out of position sometimes, like it just did there.
Oh, Azzy managed to hit Gambit out of the area there, but he's trying to regain control, but Jacob hits it back to Fireburner.
Oh,
nice hit there, straight towards the goal.
Husky with a nice little area there. We're going to watch him from now.
I love how they have to kind of... there needs to be some kind of merit that forces you to swap to their point of view. That was a lovely hit by Gambit there.
That really was beautiful. Just with the side of his car, knocks it in. 13 seconds left. I really don't think there is much they can do about this now.
Indeed. It is worth remembering, however, that this being the grand finals, this is a best of 7.
Exactly.
So there is even more time than usual for Apollo 11 to get back into the game and prove themselves against Kings of Urban.
They're keeping the ball up, and there is killed there. Oh, so... Kings of Urban, from losing that match for a lot of it, have gone and taken it, and as you say, it is a best of 7, so it's not quite the end yet. It's not going to be this next match and it's going to be the win. No, they're going to have to do a little bit more than that. And so far, these matches have been so even.
Indeed.
At the end of this match, for like the last 2 minutes, Kings of Urban were dominating. There's no doubt about that. But before that, we were seeing, Apollo were on top, and it was just attacks from both teams again and again. I really can't call this match yet.
You've got to say that it was a lot closer than the score in that last game.
Exactly.
I think Apollo 11 could have won that. They certainly had it within their reach. But it only took Kings of Urban to get into the lead for a little bit to maybe just tip the scales.
Get the momentum back. Yeah,
exactly. Ooh, Jacob, that was a bit dangerous. That could have gone into his own net.
I thought it might have done.
Okay, straight into the orange half.
Indeed, they are really piling on the pressure at the very beginning. I think they want to get this back. They really don't want it to be a 3-0 match deficit. They don't want to be working their way back from that.
It was a lovely little wall hit past Jacob by Prime Thunder there, and almost past the other two as well. Husky trying to regain some control, but it goes Gambit's way. No, Jacob's way, sorry. When they're flying past, their names look so similar.
Oh, Gambit manages to knock it up, but Husky is there. Husky trying to dribble it away, but Gambit hits it back in.
Prime Thunder again. He has a fantastic aerial presence, particularly in defense. He's defending so well here, probably better than anyone else on the pitch. But that might just be because Apollo 11 haven't quite given Kings of Urban enough of a challenge to force them to bring out their best defensive side. That was a fantastic shot. Wow!
Prime Thunder manages to just get a tiny little flick on that one, which puts the power on it just enough to get it past. Who was that over there on the left?
Gambit.
Was that Gambit?
Gambit was so close. I bet on his screen he hit that.
Yeah, it's one of those kind of goals.
Yeah.
I want to say also that Prime Thunder scored that after just making that save. That was a very, very important save, and he basically rammed Husky out of the way to get that. Husky wasn't in the right position for it, and he just said, "No, this is mine. I'm going to get this," and he scored off the back of it. So
look at Prime Thunder again. He's saving everything. He's always up in the air. At the moment they just can't seem to get past him, and that's a huge deal that it's in the air. That his defense is so what's the
solid
word for that? Well, yeah, impenetrable even.
Nice.
Because Jacob, wow, Jacob pretty much exists in the air. he is always in the air looking for a good center. So it's so important for Apollo 11 to have a great aerial defense. But apparently, well, significantly, Prime Thunder wasn't actually there during that goal.
Yeah.
So
Gambit there managing to knock it downwards into the net, and wow. Okay, over to Prime Thunder for this one.
That was a lovely little hit off his back there.
He actually
knocking Fireburner out of the way in the first place.
Yeah, that was beautiful. Very well done there from Prime Thunder. So he's definitely going to be one to watch in this match. He's been putting a lot of the plays together, it has to be said, the plays and the saves.
Indeed, yeah. He's certainly the MVP so far of the match, in my opinion.
Oh, Azzy manages to centre that beautifully. Prime Thunder comes whipping in, but can't quite get it through. All three
Azzy
orange players.
Such danger there. I cannot believe that did not go in. But that was a very quick turning of the tides there. It went so quickly into the blue half. You just saw all of Apollo 11 just racing as fast as they possibly could back in towards goal.
Indeed.
It's kind of surprising they got there in time, really.
Prime Thunder there was just waiting on the other side of the pitch. He wasn't moving, he was just waiting for the ball to come down to him.
Oh dear, that was a bit of a misjudged aerial by Prime Thunder, and that might be a goal. Gambit hits hits Azzy out of the goal, but amazingly Husky is there, deflecting against the post and out.
Prime Thunder spins his car at the end there, just trying to get his back wheel to hit the ball, but couldn't quite get it. That was it could have been very, very dangerous for the orange team there.
And Jacob, after a little bit of a botched attempt to center, actually manages to recover fast enough to do another. But goes straight to Gambit, then to Azzy. And it looks like it's just kind of hanging around in the midfield right now.
Gambit knocks it through there, and they are still on the attack. Husky manages to knock it up, but that's still dangerous. Prime Thunder again with a nice clear, but Fireburner.
Wow.
Both with the blue players up there, it would have been awful if they'd missed that one.
Kings of Urban seem to have suddenly turned it up a notch, possibly because they've just suddenly remembered they are a goal behind right now.
Yeah.
And so it's called into question, can they actually score before the end in 1 minute's time? I don't know.
Well, I mean, the blue team have been doing so well in the defence here, but that is a bad mistake there.
Indeed.
It's now 3-on-1. Fireburner tries to get the centre, can't quite get it. Prime Thunder gets a little bit knocked away by Gambit, but oh dear, Jacob.
Gambit should have actually gone straight for the ball there. He might have had time to put it right into the net.
The ball gets pinched there. It's going to be a very nasty centre. It's jumping down in front for Gambit.
Can follow it up.
Oh, that is a real shame for Prime Thunder there. Gambit knocks it in off of Prime Thunder here, the own goal.
Going to miss. The Prime Thunder was just in the wrong place there. That's so unfortunate. It looks like it's going to be going into overtime in less than the next 35 seconds. One of the players on this pitch can get a goal.
And it could be all important. Do they... I really don't think that Apollo 11 are going to want this to go to overtime.
Prime Thunder with a good centre there. Fireburner is in a bit of a difficult position there. He was actually facing backwards. And Prime Thunder again looking to go for another centre.
Husky's going to follow that up, but Jacob gets there first, manages to block the ball and it goes past him. Prime Thunder knocks it back down the pitch, and unless they can score off this one, it looks like it's going to be going to overtime, but it's still dangerous.
Count out just yet.
It's bouncing out. It's so high, though. Anything could happen.
Azzy's just leaving it.
Yeah.
Azzy's leaving it.
Okay. Oh, overtime 2-2.
Oh, Husky angling the ball very close towards the goal there. Quite a speed as well. That would have been a very anticlimactic end to this game.
Azzy knocks it across the face of the goal for Husky to clean it up, but all three of them were forward there, and Gambit now has a break. Azzy quickly retreats back to the goal line.
Oh dear, Prime Thunder hits Husky a little bit out of position while they're trying to defend, but fortunately it didn't prove a costly
No one is in
mistake.
goal there.
Why? There's no one in goal.
Where was Prime Thunder? I'm going to watch this from his point of view. He's going over here. He thinks they're on the attack. Well, unfortunately, Jacob gets there first and really punishes them.
That was such a powerful hit from Jacob. There was just such strength behind that shove of the ball in the air. I don't think Prime Thunder expected the ball to come towards the goal so quickly.
Exactly, that was really unfortunate. And again, they were leading through so much of that match, and it's been turned around for Kings of Urban to take it 3-0 in the series. They only need this next game, so now Apollo are going to have to be playing their hearts out because they cannot lose a game now. They have got to go
4 games.
No.
Wow. So, what are the chances of that happening? What do you think? Is there any chance? Let's give a percentage.
I don't think I could possibly name a percentage. I just say there is definitely hope because it's been close. All 3 of these games have been close. In fact, Apollo have been winning through many minutes of the match. I wonder if they've been winning for longer than Kings of Urban have.
Indeed, yeah. They've really been giving them a run for their money. As we've said time and time again, it's a lot closer than the score. And, well, in fact, the score was actually very close in that last game because it went to overtime.
Yeah,
but,
yeah. Well, in terms of the series, it is a lot closer than 3-0.
Indeed, yeah, definitely. But I'm not sure. It depends what sort of a team is Apollo 11. There are some teams that can they show their best side when they are down 3-0 in a best of 7. And then there are a lot of other teams who just buckle under the pressure.
That is true.
It depends.
But so far, I mean, they lost the first one, they lost the second one, and they were still fighting so hard in the third one. And I don't think they're going to give up that fight.
Indeed, certainly not. Prime Thunder with a nice little tackle off Jacob there, looking towards the goal, but Fireburner hits it into the corner to safety for just a brief moment, I should say. You're never safe in Rocket League.
Oh, definitely
where's
not.
Azzy? That he got there just in time.
Yeah, manages to clear that from the side very nicely, and that means they're now on the attack. Prime Thunder and
Prime Thunder
Azzy
go for the same boost there.
Yeah.
That was a bit of a mistake in communication.
and means that the orange team now get the attack.
Good hit by Gambit there.
Prime Thunder went up for that one just in case, but Azzy was there. This is dangerous. Oh, they collide in the air. Gambit is there to follow that in. Prime Thunder and Fireburner slam into each other.
That was
Right
such a shame. And
here,
Azzy
and
was the
then
only
Gambit
one.
is there to follow it in.
There was nothing that Azzy could do there. If he'd hit the ball, he would have just hit it into his own net. He would have done exactly what Gambit just did.
Husky is not in the match anymore.
Oh dear.
Apparently his internet crashed.
That is very unfortunate.
Gambit says he doesn't mind restarting. So we will see what happens here. I'm not entirely sure.
Yes, I guess it is up to them. We have seen a few 2v3s recently, and they've just continued.
Fireburner.
Going.
Yeah, they want to restart. So this
Okay, let's restart.
isn't going to start. It isn't going to count. Which is good. I definitely think. Yeah, there they go.
Okay, let's leave this match then.
Yeah. Okay. So if we go to a very, very short intermission, we will be right back with the next match.
Indeed.
Okay, guys, we are back.
Indeed we are.
We're just going to wait for the players to filter in here. Really unfortunate there. I think was it Husky? His internet crashed or something, and that's really not what they needed. Do you think that's going to affect them at all?
I don't know. I mean, to be honest, I don't see Apollo 11 coming back into this. Not with a 3-game deficit. I think that's a bit of a tall order for them, to be quite honest. Even though it's been so much closer than the score, and they've played so well, they've strung together some fantastic things. It's just, I don't think it's quite enough. I think they need to prove me wrong, basically.
They definitely do. But yeah, they have been playing really well. It's just that, you know, the synergy of the other team that we've been talking about this whole time, they are so tight. They know the strategies. They are putting together some amazing plays.
Yeah.
Still, they are not quite out of it yet. And I'm really waiting to see if they can get at least this game.
Indeed. And yeah, I mean, it's worth noting they've definitely given Kings of Urban the hardest time so far, from what we've seen.
Okay.
And we're getting some wonderful responses to the synergy of Kings of Urban through Apollo 11. They've done some incredible stuff. Prime Thunder, absolute brick wall, and also so active across the entire pitch. So I guess we shouldn't count them out just yet.
Indeed. Yeah, I mean, they've been playing so
that's
well.
Going straight towards the goal. I don't think they can stop.
Oh dear, yeah. Well, I mean, I guess that's... What was the score before Husky DC'd? Wasn't it 1-0?
2-0.
Well, I think
before
they got...
Husky DC'd, it was 1-0.
Yeah, so we're back to how it was, but with extra time. So we'll see how this plays out.
It's whether or not they think of it in that way.
Indeed.
Basically.
It's
that
a
was
shame.
a good hit by Husky there. Ooh, dangerous.
It's a shame that we can't kind of drop into their chat and like hear what they are saying. See, very nice.
Lovely goal by Prime Thunder. I think that was more of a missed attempt to defend by Fireburner there. Just missed the ball, you can see.
Yeah.
And neither of the other two were nearby.
May well have been expecting Prime Thunder to hit that ball and went for the block rather than trying to hit the ball.
Very dangerous kickoff, potential kickoff goal there. It's a good thing Fireburner stayed in goal. That's why you stay in goal at the kickoff. That is why.
Indeed.
Don't let anyone tell you otherwise.
Yep, so Prime Thunder is coming in again. Doesn't quite manage to get the hit on that, and that's going to leave the orange team to take the attack now.
Indeed. Apologies, because something just fell on my desk, and I'm sure that made a loud noise, but...
I heard it. It wasn't too loud. You're all right.
In any case, it's looking very dangerous. Jacob passing it back to Fireburner.
Fireburner gets a lovely tap on that.
Oh.
And Gambit to follow it in just at the post, and Husky manages to take it wide. But Orange is still piling on the pressure here, as he is in the middle, but just manages to miss it. And now Husky is going to take it down the outside, but not far enough.
Again, Jacob hitting it back in off Fireburner's pass. There's so much pressure being put on them. They really want to tie this entire tournament up right now. Oh, not tie it. That's completely the wrong term. Finish it off.
Finish it off, yeah, exactly. Prime Thunder is here off the wall, hits it down towards the goal.
Hit.
He really wanted to get the double tap, I'm sure, to try and take that underneath.
If he'd got the double tap, then that might well have been a goal. Double taps can be just so off-putting for the other team.
Very, very difficult to expect. And if you go for the double tap and then miss it, but the other team expects the double tap, that can throw them off as well. So yeah, very, very dangerous indeed.
Bad bounce off the wall means goes straight past Prime Thunder.
Gambit going on the run.
Incredible.
Wow.
Wow.
Please don't skip this replay. Takes it round one. Another one gets exploded over there as he gets knocked. I think that was actually Husky killing someone on the other team.
I think that was probably a mistake there. They needed all 3 team members to combat Gambit there when he goes on a run like that.
Yeah.
And that's really surprising, actually. Like we were saying earlier, in a 3v3, you don't get that many chances to do that kind of thing. But Gambit just tore their defense apart with a fantastic dribble.
Indeed, that's just the thing. I
mean, lovely defense by Prime Thunder again there.
You see some fantastic aerials at this height of play, but you have to work those aerials. You have to carry on getting those aerials to get it past one player, then past the next player, then past the next one. And it is kind of like one player has to hit it, the next one, and the next one, before you can get it past the defense. Whereas one dribble can, if it's done well, take it past everyone. That's why it is so scary.
Yeah. And that's why people like Gambit, who have such a masterful control of dribbling, are so incredibly scary and such a dominant force on the pitch.
Indeed.
It's going right across the halfway line right now. Jacob looking for the little tap, but doesn't quite get there.
Very, very
and
close
actually,
to it.
They only have one person to beat, Fireburner right here. If Azzy can get one hit, but no, Gambit is there just quickly enough.
All of them going up for the aerial, but they're all just slightly out of position. They were desperate to try and get that ball in the net there. They only have a minute and a half left to try and tie up the scoreline. Otherwise, that is going to be the entire series, the entire tournament to Kings of Urban. So they really, really need to get something now.
Indeed. Jacob with a nice little tap there, and Gambit was there to receive it. Such communication here. Oh, and Azzy and Prime Thunder both going for the ball shows maybe a little lack of a communication, but it went well for them anyway.
Yeah, I'm going over to Prime Thunder for probably the rest of this match, just to see if he's been playing so well. Can he manage to set up something or manage to score?
Oh dear, that was a bit of a botched attempt at an aerial there.
Yeah.
Luckily, there was someone behind him to defend. Fireburner trying to get the dangerous angle there, but not quite getting there.
Prime Thunder there was actually waiting in the attack, taking boosts, just trying to set up something. If Azzy and Husky can get the ball down the pitch, then it would have set him in good stead for another goal. And he's doing it again now.
I think that was almost a pinch between Azzy and... who would it have been? Not Prime Thunder. Husky. Azzy and Husky. If they pinched that, that might have changed the course of the game.
Prime Thunder coming in. He wasn't quite lined up for that ball.
Oh, that's going straight in. There's no way they're saving that.
Very nice. He wasn't quite lined up for that ball, and then he twisted to try and get something on it. But then Azzy here just manages to get round the side of it and manages to level it with 19 seconds left. That is so crucial for them. Once again, this match is so tight.
I think Fireburner made a little bit of a mistake in going for that. He went for a backwards clearance instead of leaving it for Jacob, which meant he hit the ball right out of Jacob's reach. Oh, wow,
an incredible hit. I think, he got so much power on that. I feel like he hit it with one side of his car, then the other side of his car here, and that's how it got... Wow. He just got so much power on that Gambit didn't have much to go on. He couldn't get there.
Indeed, and both the other Orange players were already up in the air, so they couldn't do anything about it. I wonder if they can get one more goal here. I think there's an unspoken agreement where both teams have to try and keep it up no matter what. So we'll have to see. It's what's happening right now. If we get someone like OddyC going in for the shot,
it's still up.
It is still up. There we
go. And it finally hits the ground, and they managed to pull one back after. You know, this is strange. It was Kings of Urban leading the entire way through, and this time it's brought back by Apollo 11.
Indeed. My computer blew up, says Husky, and Prime Thunder saying we ain't going down 4-0. That is the spirit. That's what we're looking for here. But, you know, you've proven that you can win against them. Why stop there?
Exactly.
It's, you know, there is the opportunity for you to just get all the way back into an equal footing with Kings of Urban. There is nothing stopping you.
Exactly, and you know they have the confidence now. They are coming off the back of 2 goals from behind, going straight in, and they are wowing and oh my godding in chat. So you know you can tell that the hype is real for this match.
Indeed. Prime Thunder actually going up a little bit. He didn't stay in goal. He looked to cheat.
Oh, but, that bounce was so dangerous from the kickoff there. I thought OddyC might be able to follow it up, but not quite. Now Prime Thunder keeps it out of the blue net. Just
Jacob
then.
Keeping it in though. That's what Jacob is so good at. He's constantly piling on the pressure from the sides and from just impossible angles. He can get a centre from anywhere. We haven't seen too many goals from him, but
can OddyC follow this up? Gambit. Oh, OddyC almost gets the dunk off of Gambit. Then I'm actually going to be watching OddyC for a little bit.
Wall save. Might get there.
Yeah.
That could easily have been a goal.
That was so close. That kind of made my heart stop for a second.
Jacob
with a beautiful dribble and flick there.
Yeah, very nearly what Gambit did in the previous game.
But now the Blues are on the attack again. They've had it so close to the goal so many times. And
this is such a high octane battle here. I can't say that any one team has the upper hand over the other. It's just going back and forth. There we go.
Husky.
Lovely aerial shot there.
Getting it right down from the top of the ball. Check this one out. Jacob just can't get in there in time. Just underneath the bar there.
It's just a shame there that Gambit, he hit it a bit too vertically there. I think he would have preferred it, much preferred it if he'd hit it towards the corner. A little bit out of danger. But sometimes that just doesn't quite happen. Prime Thunder getting it past Gambit, but not past Jacob there.
Something we haven't talked about is the fact that, OddyC gets a nice flick. Is Afterburner going to get there in time? Yes, he does. Sorry, something we are going to talk about now. They've just won that match, their first match, and they're coming into this game with confidence, yes. But what does that mean for Kings of Urban? Are they going to be, you know, reeling after that loss? Oh. Wow, Husky again!
They are just... He's getting to these shots that have so much momentum to them. There's just nothing... Like, how was Gambit supposed to get in the way of that?
Yeah, he just had to throw himself in the way and hope. And yeah, Husky managed to knock that past him.
2-0 to Apollo 11. It looks like they might be fighting back. The comeback is real.
But yeah, do you think Kings of Urban might be a little bit demoralised at all after losing that match and now going 2-0 down?
Well, maybe. I think the 2-0 down will be more demoralising than the last game.
Oh no.
Oh dear. Yeah, this is more demoralising. I mean, once the game finishes, it's just a figure. It's just 1 point against their name. And it's easier to ignore, but something like this, when you're in the heat of the moment, this is Apollo 11 being dominant right now, which is something that we've been wanting to see.
Of course, we want it to go to all 7 games. That's what we want to see. We are casters. We want to see as much really high-quality Rocket League as possible.
Indeed. Fireburner there. He's getting the others out of position, but fortunately... Oh dear,
Gambit.
That's going straight towards the goal. But Husky, again, saving it, proving himself just as invaluable as everyone there.
Definitely. I mean, all the players on this pitch are playing so damn well and have played well throughout the entire tournament.
This is, you know, I'm not sure I would have expected such incredible play from Apollo 11 or a Kings of Urban that doesn't have Kyle Mask before I saw this.
No.
before I started casting this tournament, but both teams have played so incredibly well.
Exactly. I mean, I was honestly worried that Kings of Urban were going to have some trouble adjusting. And I'm sure people would have had some things to say about that. Very
But
nice.
Jacob is just proving time and time again that he deserves to be here in the grand finals. I mean, he is... Look at this.
Jeez.
That incredible shot there.
How
It is worth
did he
noting
do
that Jacob, Jacob has never played the prequel. He started in the alpha of Rocket League, and he has just become so good in such a short space of time.
I think that gives hope to all new coming Rocket League players. You might,
Oh, God.
Oh, Jacob there again, and bring 2 goals back, so they are not out of this match yet.
Definitely not. I mean, as he was trying to get it as fast across the goal line as possible, but not fast enough for Jacob, I don't think he realised quite how close they were.
Oh, so Fireburner gets the hit on that one, and it's going to come out towards the blue goal now.
Another immediate shot, Gambit again with a double tap.
That's
just
trying to
what
knock
he
it down, but
always
Husky
tries
gets
to
it over the top. That's got to be a goal.
It is a
all
goal.
3 orange players there were forward. They are piling on the pressure, and they didn't quite expect the ball to just get knocked away there by Husky.
4 goals by Husky there. He is just dominating right now.
It's the Husky show.
It's the Husky show. It's been the Gambit show, then it's been the Jacob show, and now it's the Husky show. I think it's worth pointing out that for a brief moment it was the Prime Thunder show as well.
It definitely was. In fact, towards the end of the previous match, Azzy was playing fantastically, and he was getting all the shots on things. So all the players on Apollo 11 have been really proving that they are worth their weight in gold.
Exactly, they deserve to be in the grand finals there. Wow, this is getting so close.
Really is 1 minute left and only 1 goal between them. When
that was a lovely, lovely read of the ball by Fireburner there, as he got so close.
Yeah, Fireburner just getting the barest little tap on that one. Sorry, I just knocked the mic there. I hope that wasn't too loud.
It wasn't.
Yeah, he just got a tiny, tiny little tap there. And
lovely wall hit from Husky, I think that was. And Gambit very nearly missed that. It seemed like, at least on my camera. Prime Thunder going up for the ball, but just missing it there.
Wow, he was rotating all over the place in the air there. Just trying. I think he was trying to get the top front of his car to get the ball to knock the ball down there.
Oh dear, Gambit shortening the number in their defence there of Apollo 11.
Indeed, and
it looks like Prime Thunder is looking to turn it around, but Jacob is there.
20 seconds left, and it's looking so dangerous for both sides. I mean, a goal could go in on either side.
But Kings of Urban really need to score. They do not want this to go to another game. They want this to finish. They want to go home. But Apollo 11 just aren't letting them, unless there's going to be a buzzer beater right now. No.
It doesn't look like it, which means it is now 3-2.
Wow.
Did anyone see this happening when Kings of Urban went up 3 games?
I said that it was a very, very small percentage. I didn't see them coming back, but maybe they are proving me wrong here, because right now it's going to a game 6.
I want to see a game 7. I am so hyped for a game 7. I'm not saying that I'm biased towards Apollo 11. I just want to see them win the next one so we can have a full Rocket League experience here.
That would be absolutely fantastic. And as we get underway in Game 6, the current score is 3-2, I believe.
3-2.
In the series. 3-2 to Kings of Urban. And it is anyone's game.
Because at the moment, if there is any momentum, it's got to be for Apollo 11, who have just won the previous 2 games.
Indeed.
And having taken it from 3-0 to now 3-2, we have to see if Kings of Urban are going to be getting affected by that.
Fireburner looking to follow up the wonderful hit. Oh! Prime Thunder with a fantastic wall. That was a spider save, that was.
That was amazing. So, in fact, we are going to be watching Prime Thunder now, because that was fantastic.
Husky with a lovely hit, but unfortunately Fireburner was there. And it's just hovering around. It's hovering in the orange half at the moment, something that Jacob is trying to correct.
I don't know if this was deliberate or not, but Prime Thunder Gambit came somersaulting in towards him, just picking up speed with a somersault.
Good centre there, by the way.
And Prime Thunder kind of got underneath him as he landed, just kind of messed him up a little bit. I feel like that was, on purpose. And it's a nice little strategy. If it's not taking you out of position, if you can do anything to mess up your opponents, then I would take that chance.
Definitely.
Oh,
Mind games.
that save!
That was amazing. That was so close. The ball was about halfway in, I saw.
Yeah, Prime Thunder from inside the goal gets another sublime save. And he's going to have to go for another one.
Wow. That hit from Fireburner gave Gambit such a small amount of time to lift it upwards. But he managed it perfectly.
Beautiful.
And Prime Thunder saying not enough boost there.
Well,
that may well be the case.
He just done 2 amazing saves. It's no wonder he didn't have any boost left.
Indeed.
It just goes to show if you carry on piling in those shots and taking their boost, just keeping the pressure up, then eventually they're going to run out of boost and you're going to be able to score.
Oh,
I knew he was going to flick that up, and that was just beautiful. We're actually going to watch that from outside because we just saw it from Gambit's point of view. Just watch how this, so fast, he just gets a tiny little flick on there, and Husky can do nothing about it.
That was just such incredible reactions there. You needed lightning fast reactions to do something like that, and lightning fast reactions to do anything against it. But unfortunately, Apollo 11 were just completely taken off guard there.
Indeed. So that's now 2-0 to Kings of Urban, and if they hold it, then that is the tournament for them.
Indeed. So you've got to think that Apollo 11 are really feeling the pressure right now.
Yeah.
They might be starting to get a bit desperate, and they might start to make some silly mistakes. I'm not sure.
They could do. On the other hand, they might start putting together some amazing things. We don't quite know yet.
They certainly seem to be piling on the pressure right now. It's all in the orange half.
Yeah.
Huskies looking to keep it that way, but that's heading towards goal. Jacob with a little tap as he with a tap away, but it's not enough. Gambit again. Gambit has scored all 3 goals so far. He's just been there at the end of every single opportunity.
Jacob to Gambit. We've seen it so many times already in the two or 3 games. Yeah, 3 games that we've seen from Kings of Urban.
That was close to a kickoff goal there, and another goal maybe. Goal opportunity, I mean. And a 3rd goal opportunity. Oh, wow. That's incredible defense by Kings of Urban, and also just bad luck.
Azzy is going to take that in there. Just manages to take it over the top, and definitely nothing he can do about that. No one back. Over the top of Jacob there. Just gets it off the wall, and yeah, nothing you can do. So that brings it back to 3-1 with half of the match left to play. And we've seen in this series so far, how many times has the leading team ended up losing the match by the end?
Indeed, it is certainly possible. You should definitely not discount Apollo 11's chances. Even it's just 2 goals. 2 goals is nothing. That can change so quickly in Rocket League. It can change in just as many seconds.
Exactly. So yeah, we're not going to call it yet, but we're certainly going to say that Kings of Urban
pass there.
Are definitely on top of their game now. If we had any doubts about how they were playing before, if they were demoralised or anything, yeah, I don't think so.
Indeed. Gambit looking to get another opportunity there. It's kind of left alone. I was expecting someone else from Kings of Urban to follow that up, but they weren't around. And so it is back into the orange half. Prime Thunder charging in, but doesn't get there in time.
Azzy here playing backwards until he ends up in goal. Azzy goes up and does a backflip. I'm not entirely sure if that was deliberate or not. It looks to me like one of those ones where you go up to do the aerial and then you accidentally hit the button again and you end up flying backwards. That was really unfortunate. It's now 4-1.
And chances are dwindling of Apollo 11 coming back into this. But I'm going to say that Apollo 11 get back into it. That's my prediction. I'm going to be wrong, but...
you know what, for once I'm going to agree with you. Just because I really want to see it go to a 7-match final.
Gambit, look at this.
Beautiful. Wow.
There's no stopping that. There was just no stopping him. He knew what he wanted to do, took it around as he stopped it from hitting the corner, lifted it up into the net.
The way that he got round the other side of the ball right in the corner there to completely change the direction of it and go straight towards the goal.
Yeah,
I
that's
mean,
something that few players could ever hope to do.
that was really amazing. It's now 5-1, and we might be seeing the final match of this series go to Brazil.
Ooh, maybe. Is that your prediction?
That is my
Suddenly
prediction.
change your tune.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I couldn't agree with you, could I, really? We've been disagreeing the entire way through, so I can't start now.
And look at this, Gambit again.
He's having
trying to get
fun.
another goal, but Husky not allowing it. Ooh, lovely hit from Prime Thunder, but that was actually a centre.
What was that? Was that a pinch? I feel like it was. Let's go to Fireburner.
127 km/h goal that was.
Pinch.
Yeah, that was a pinch. Look at that. As he was in the right place for that, and even he didn't get to it.
He moved about a centimetre before that ball went in. So that is literally nothing you can do about that.
Yeah, that was just very unfortunate. And now it is 6-1. You might be right. This might be Brazil.
That is the question on everybody's lips right now. Is it going to be taken to Brazil? Everyone apart from Husky, Azzy, and Prime Thunder want that to happen right now.
Oh, and it looks like Apollo 11 just want to stop it from being Brazil and Husky. Husky with a final burst of skill there.
There are going to be so many upset people about that. But I'm actually really glad that they've got a goal here at the end, just to say, yes, we can still score. Is it going to be worth anything in the end? 13 seconds left? I don't think so. But I think Apollo 11 have proved exactly what they are worth. This tournament, they have played fantastically. They have piled on the aggression, and they haven't been a completely, dominated team in this matchup.
Yeah, definitely not. They've played better than anyone else who has come up against Kings of Urban in this tournament. And again, it was closer than the score. It's closer than the score in every single match. And they strung together some incredible stuff. They both had such strong defenses. Both teams had such strong defenses and incredible aerial presence. They were so even so much of the time.
Exactly. By the way, we're on webcam now.
We are.
Yeah, that was just... I couldn't have hoped for a better final. Like, I was saying earlier on that I expected it to be, a Kings of Urban versus Titanium Ricochet. If that was possible, then that would have been the final that everyone would have expected. But seeing how Apollo played in that match there, and in the previous one that we saw, I'm going to be very interested in the power rankings. That's all I'm going to say. Because I think things may be changing around a bit.
I was about to say, I think Apollo 11 is certainly going to be moving up the ranks as a result of that fantastic performance there.
The really interesting thing, of course, as we've been saying the entire time, is that CA and Untethered haven't been in this tournament. And I really wonder, if they had been in this tournament, would things have been that different? Because... maybe I'm hyping this up a little bit too much, but think about it. We've had Apollo 11 who just played absolutely beautifully in that match. It was they let in some unfortunate goals, but their pressure and their just their aerial presence and everything, they were doing so well. And go over to Kings of Urban with Jacob on their side and their new team dynamic. People may have been worried about it before, but that has been blown out the water. They have teamwork and synergy. They are playing amazingly.
Indeed, and it is obviously worth noting that in the MLG Pro League playoffs that happened just yesterday, Kings of Urban, admittedly without Jacob, beat Cosmic Aftershock. Took them out of the first stage of the playoffs. Yeah. So that definitely proves their worth right there.
Exactly.
Those were some incredibly close matches there that I was watching on Saturday. And I don't know, we've seen Cosmic Aftershock and VQ Untethered challenged very, very much by in quotes, lesser teams. Teams that you wouldn't expect to be in the grand final. And, Cosmic Aftershock and VQ Untethered, they often end up in the final, but that doesn't mean that it was a cakewalk for them. Far from it.
Had to fight for it each time.
Exactly. So I don't know, maybe we're starting to see a slight shift in meta, maybe.
And
Not
I
sure.
think that is a really, really exciting thing, and I think it's going to be very good for the game. However much I love some of these top teams, and you know, I watch them a lot. I'm a big Rocket League fan. We both are. We are constantly watching streams.
Indeed.
We may be seeing a bit of a shift. We may be seeing some other teams coming up, and you know, people will be saying, instead of Kronovi, he's my guy, you know, Kronovi all the way, King Kronovi, or Cuxia or Lachinio, or you know, they might be turning around and saying it's
Husky,
yeah.
or yeah, indeed. I mean, it just takes time and practice. We've seen a lot of very high-profile players who basically started from nothing. No one knew who they were, and
Exactly.
now people are saying, these guys are the best.
Yeah, indeed.
And it's the same with teams as well. Before, Cosmic Aftershock was dominating everything. Now, no one's sure about that anymore.
Yeah. Obviously,
They're
they're
among the
definitely
top.
one of the top teams, but can we really say, without a doubt, that they are the top team at the moment? I don't think we can.
No, indeed. So yeah, it is all very interesting.
I am so very excited for the next ESL. I hope that CA and Untethered are going to be taking part along with the others, because obviously, as we said before, the other tournament is going to be going on, and they might be concentrating on that one still. We don't know. But I really, really want to see these guys actually matching up against each other, because
it would be really interesting to see the teams that we've seen tonight go up against the big dogs, if you want.
indeed, as we've said, we are big supporters of the underdogs. I think we're probably going to leave it on that note. We may be seeing a shift.
Perhaps.
Perhaps,
Might be too early to
maybe.
say that,
We're
but,
not sure, but
That's
it's
what we're going to say.
a
for
definite
now.
possibility. All right.
Okay.
Well, thank you very much for watching. I really hope you've enjoyed it. It's been really fantastic for us as well.
Indeed, and obviously, again, this was our very first cast. Essentially, this was our first live stream that we've ever done.
Yeah.
We've had some live stream experience, but it wasn't us soloing it.
Exactly.
So, you know, if there were any kinks that we didn't realize at the time or anything like that, then please bear with us. You know, we're only going to get better because
Exactly.
we plan to continue doing this because we find it to be extremely fun and, you know, entertaining and rewarding. And so
Yep.
hopefully you're going to be seeing a lot more of us
Damn right.
on YouTube and on Twitch.
Yep. We're going to
So,
be ironing out the creases, and you're going to be seeing a hell of a lot of Rocket League, whether it's casts or we're actually going to be playing in ranked and
Indeed.
all sorts of stuff, maybe podcasts and more.
We have big plans for the Rocket Pods. So definitely, if you would like to stay updated on what we have in store for you, then follow us on Twitch, follow us on Twitter, sub to us on YouTube, because you know you guys want to stay on top of things, don't you? So
yeah.
we are all things Rocket League.
Damn
so join
right.
us, please join us.
So thank you very much for watching. We're going to call it there. I have been EddCase,
And I have been OddyC.
and we will see you next time.
Goodbye.
Bye.